Yo, happy Friday, everybody. We're back on the Really Love. Do it, Andy.
Pod to pod.
Pod to pod. Hashtag pod to pod. We're going to be doing some merch. We got some merch coming out.
Pod to pods.
Speaking of, yeah, we're going to be joining the likes of Disney and these other companies with merch. And we're going to be doing some Really Love Pod merch. And Andy's done this thing. He did this thing on a was it on the TikTok video? Where was it? IG video? One of these crazy videos that you do with us, and we get suckered into doing them because he's like, please, guys, more videos with me. I love making videos.
I'm not saying that.
Please, Joey,
That's
Matt, your baby brother wants to do videos. Can we do some? Anyway, he did this one thing where he was
fabrication.
He was throwing his salt and pepper locks around like Fabio, and he just did this one thing where he came through frame and he was like the pod, and people started to talk about it. No one's ever referred to a podcast as the pod. Nobody actually knows what the hell
pod, baby.
Even
pod
that
pod.
means. The pod. It's like
hot.
the baby, the rapper, but it's the pod. Pod.
Oh, DA, you mean?
Yeah.
The pod to pod.
Yeah, the pod. Yeah.
good
Now
stuff.
he has this crazy hair that flies around in the wind. I don't have that. I have 3 hairs, and I spray them together so they don't move. As the most follically challenged out of the brothers.
And then I don't like to fix my hair, so I just always wear hats.
Which is great.
I get up every day thinking today's going to be the day I don't wear a hat.
Today's the day. This dry shampoo let me down. Hat on, baby. Hat
I'm
on.
with a hat.
Anyway,
You're
so
gonna
it's
make me
taken off.
self-conscious about
So
my
part of
hair.
our merch, we may be putting pod to pod on there because people are starting to talk about it. It's
pod to
crazy.
pod.
Pod to pod. Anyway, welcome back. Thanks so much
Hop
for
on the
being here
good foot.
today. How have you guys been this past week? I've only seen you, I don't know, pretty much every day.
Yeah.
As we're working on basically everything, movies and music and now podcasts and Patreon stuff and all we're doing.
It's pretty cool because it's brought us really back together. Like,
has.
I know we're
I
like,
feel like
hey,
it's-
we're getting back together.
I feel
after
like it's
20
the
years.
90s.
But we're literally getting back
Guys,
together.
the 90s are back.
After I don't know how many times.
90s are
he was
back.
married. He's got kids.
Hey-o.
You know, you go off in your different directions in life.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Andy's got
Me?
what Andy's got. And, you know, I had my own life for a minute there.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, just by chance, well, COVID
It's like the
and all this other
mob.
stuff.
It's the mob,
We've
guys.
gotten
Listen, we
together.
thought we could get out.
and we're seeing each other.
brought us back in.
Pull you
the
back
time.
in.
That's it. All the
They
time.
pull
Except
you
for
back.
earlier today, right before we were supposed to start, something did occur.
Yeah.
And I do need to address this because I think I finally have come up with the answer. Andy and I struggle with this frequently. So we're
Yeah.
just going to get it out on
Getting
the table.
along. We absolutely hate each other.
No,
go
here's
ahead.
what will happen. And it's a very real thing. We're working together, right? And there's this dynamic, and it usually goes great. Sometimes it doesn't. Like right now, we were sitting down and we were trying to get all our positions right.
You really can't let things go.
No, this is
cannot.
good. There's a silver lining to all
There
this.
is,
Okay,
there is, there
this is
is.
good because I'm sitting there.
Hopefully you guys
and
will figure it
We're
out.
trying to get in our position. You know, the mics, camera, trying to get all ready, right? And I'm sitting there, and I can't really move. I got a post here,
Right.
And Andy's sitting there,
And a
he's-
post here, and a
I
potato
feel
here.
his knee.
There was no
jabbing into my
mention
thigh.
of me not being able to move though.
No, Andy can't move either.
Oh.
It's true. He's right. He can't move either. So his knee is jamming in my
That
thigh.
was
and
very
I'm-
Johnny Depp.
And I
There's
go-
no mention of me not being able to move. Right, Mr.
Pretty much.
Isn't he dead? Anyway, sorry. I don't know if you ever watched that trial. I'm not going to go back a year, but
That's one of our favorite lines.
Marlon
now.
Brando.
That expert witness.
Oh,
expert witness.
That
who
man
came in
single-handedly tanked her whole. How those lawyers let that guy up on the stand? I will never know.
With the word expert in front of his
Yeah,
name.
he was.
my
But what
God.
actually was he? He was a therapist or what? I forget what he actually was. Anyway, they asked him a question. They're like, "Have you ever heard of Marlon Brando?" And he's like, he did this weird.
He did. He goes, "Isn't he dead?
Isn't he dead?
Like that is spectacular."
Woo! That was amazing.
the look on Johnny Depp's face though when he goes,
Yeah, you know, he actually leans in. He goes, "No, yeah, he covers his mouth."
Yeah,
he
he's
goes,
like, oh yeah, what a case.
studies
Anyway,
him.
and then he started talking. They cut back
I
to
know.
Johnny and his lawyer.
I know
and
he's
they're
like, I know.
we got this one in the back.
This guy's a complete moron. Anyway, we digress. Going back to the episode that happened before we went to air. Incident.
Oh yes.
"We should have been recording."
Wow, it must
So-
have been.
It wasn't
really-
that important. I just want to address it because
He
I think
literally
I
forgot
have
it
the
in 2
solve.
seconds.
No, I did. I did forget.
Did
I
you
did
hear that? It was
forget, I
like
forget it.
the thing you were talking about.
He was fuming for 5 minutes. He had to bring it back up
Right.
again. But as soon as we start going, he's
right.
over
She
it
was
now.
like, I get him on the weird therapist that went up in the Depp trial. He's like, what was I saying?
You got me on. My brain was gone.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So right before, we're sitting here, right? I can't go anywhere. He can't go anywhere.
Wow.
He's got his knee though, because he says he's got to position himself because he's in the back chair towards the camera, which is right. But he's got his knee digging in my thigh. So I'm like, hey, can you move your knee? And he's like, no, I can't move my knee. You move. I'm like, no, you got to. I can't move. You can't move. But if you just move your knee, and then your knee's straight, but your body just like any blocking, like I'm like, he's gonna get this. And he goes, no, you're gonna move. No, I'm gonna sit this way. And then he gets angry at me, and he goes, you know what? If I was any other actor or any other performer next to you right now, would you be treating me that way?
Would you have turned to them and said, "Your knee is digging into my leg. Move"?
No, wait. The truth
I don't think so.
The truth is,
or else you'd be called an a-hole.
Let me point this question
by everybody on
No,
set.
wait. Let me point this question. I actually did. I leaned
story
over and I
was-
said just like this. I was like, "Hey, can you move your knee? It's digging in." My thigh."
No. The
Just
story.
move it-
The
just
story's
move it like this, right? Now,
definitely
wait.
being regurgitated with
Now,
a
wait.
kind of
Not
kind
necessarily.
of tone.
Now wait, back to you. If another actor leaned over because your knee was in there and said, "Hey, move your knee because it's in my thing," would you go, "No, you move it and move over"?
No, yeah, I would have said I can't move anywhere. There's
Yeah, but you would have
pivot your
moved your
body.
knee. Point is, this is the brother relationship, and this is what happens. Sometimes
There's no point.
because
That's what
we're
the point
brothers. Yes,
Yes.
I sometimes don't treat him with the same type of dignity that another performer would get, and vice versa.
Listen, guys, I totally get that. You know what I do on sets when somebody bothers me? I just have somebody else tell them.
I never do my
I
own
call
dirty work.
the assistant director over. I'm like, do me a favor. Tell that dude to move his leg. It's in my leg. His leg's on my leg, and it's making me uncomfortable.
That's good stuff.
Joey'd like you to move your leg. What?
I usually just skip that and go right to you're fired.
Nobody's safe
What?
on my
Why?
set.
Can't tell you, but you're fired.
Nobody's safe on my set. That's Andy saying whenever we do movies together or anything, he's like, no one is safe on this production.
Nobody, not even
Not
me.
even me. Right. I'll fire myself if I have to. Okay, and that sounds good. What were we going to talk about today? Because we got on your little story.
Oh, we had a fan ask us a question: why isn't Brotherly Love and a bunch of other of our Disney product not on Disney? And the answer is we don't know.
Yeah,
But the
we
truth
don't
is,
know.
it brought up the question of Disney and the impact that Disney has had in our lives, both as
We might
as a
know,
fan
though.
and as a
Employee.
It's probably a licensing.
Brains not working.
That's probably
Yeah.
why.
What's
They're
that
not
two-letter
on there.
word? Two.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. It's between 1 and 3. What the hell is it?
No,
that's not it.
Disney and what it's done.
Do your little hair thing. Just do it for everybody. Pod. Come on, flip
It's
it.
got to happen in the moment.
He has a lot
It's
of
not
product in it
something
right now.
that-
She doesn't want to mess it up.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
see?
what it is.
Hey! You know, when he does that, his eyes like go into this like euphoric state. Like most people just kind of go like, he goes like this, like.
Wait,
He did the weirdest.
You slowed it down and you did an ultra slow mo, be like, this eye almost went further back than this one.
You really, you actually don't know this, but I'm checking out all the exits in the room when I do that.
That's easy.
Because I never walk in a place without knowing how to get out
You
of
can
it.
already move your eyes in different directions, right? Can't you move your two eyeballs in different directions? Oh, God. You should see the contact photo that I have on my phone.
it's true.
When my baby brother
It's
calls
good. You
me.
should see Joe's.
Well, okay, fine. But
Why don't you call each other
Andy's
right
is
now?
borderline scary.
What's mine?
Your baby picture.
I don't think I have one of you.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Just M.
And you want to see what Andy's contact is in my phone? I'm calling him.
Is that where I get all those spam
Andy,
calls?
the coolest guy in the world.
It's not my fault if that's what you want to put me in your phone as.
It's only 'cause
I didn't do that.
Dude, you just
Whatever.
lost that.
He stole
bet.
my
You had to
phone.
do it. You
No,
lost
he
that bet.
stole
You
my
had to do
phone
it.
and did it.
Oh,
What
perfect.
am I in your phone, Joe?
You're just under.
Let me see, Joe. Show us.
Call me again.
Oh,
It
now
wasn't.
you're changing.
No,
it?
I didn't touch it. It
Oh,
wasn't.
now.
It was open. It was
Yeah,
open. It comes in
yeah,
differently when
yeah.
it's open. It's closed.
It comes
now.
up now,
see.
Matt, my best brother, and it's a picture
I
from
see.
just now.
I
Yeah.
see.
Joe,
Yeah.
figure this out.
No, look at that.
Oh, that is cute.
There you go.
That is
all right.
cute.
Kiss my ass. It's a good picture. Now,
I like it.
Andy, you
No,
call
I'm
me.
not calling you, dude.
Call me,
No.
Andy. It's one of the best
No,
pictures
I'm
I've
not
ever
calling
seen.
you.
The internet's gonna
No,
break when they
I'm
see
not
this
calling
photo of
you.
Andy. Come on.
I'm not doing it.
Call him.
No, we
I'll
got to
call
talk
you.
about the.
You
we
can
gotta
show
talk
my
about
stupid
now.
picture of my little. I did some weird like. I did some weird like I don't know what thing he got me doing. Some stupid thing. I look like a juvenile moron. But anyway. But Andy looks like he's having some issues.
What's that glint on his teeth? What is going?
I don't know. He sent me this picture. He sent me this picture. No, I'll call you, Andy.
boy.
I'll call
It's
you, Andy.
hysterical.
I'll call
It
you.
was-
All right,
it
ready?
was-
I'm going to call. Andy's under Andy Boy, by the way, because that's why I always call him. But hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. He made me make this ridiculous face. I don't ever. I ended it. It's Shmee now. Okay.
That's a better looking face.
It is. That is a better looking face than the one that I made for sure. Oh, look at Shmee.
He's really good looking.
There he
Can you see?
is.
Can you see there?
Yeah.
You wish
upon a star. They're gonna sue us. They're gonna sue us for singing it.
Makes no
Difference who you are. Even when your heart desires will come true. Disney.
We love you, Disney.
So yeah, no, we do. Look, and man, I mean, it's if you think about what they've been able to accomplish over as many years as they've been able to accomplish it, and how they're literally so sewn into the fabric of the USA's culture and
I'd
worldwide.
say
I mean, it is unbelievable, and it really is tapped into imagination, tapping into just childhood innocence.
Yeah.
To me, that's what's allowed it to transcend generations.
Of course, isn't that what the brand really stands for? 0 to 99. Anybody.
Absolutely.
So you
Anybody.
got to leave out all the stuff that can make anybody, start to think outside of that. You want
right.
to keep it pure.
I agree.
And innocent.
I agree.
And that's Disney.
Look, they're going through some bumpy times now.
So
Everyone's got
Iger's
their opinions
back.
on Iger's back. What
Which
they got
checks
rid of
out.
the other guy, right?
Yep.
Making hundreds of millions of dollars, running a company. So obviously, let me think. Do I come back for $700 trillion? Maybe, and we'll see what happens. I mean, there's a real. They're at a real sort of. I feel like at sort of a threshold right now
Yeah.
for them as a company, trying to figure out which way they want to go. That's up to obviously everyone and personal opinions and how.
Yeah,
they
let
wanna
us know how
debate
you
it.
feel
But let us
about
know how you feel about
the
that.
direction Disney's been taking and how that relates to you and all that good stuff. We want to
I know for
how you
some
feel.
reason, you can't find certain things on Disney Plus that you should be able to find.
Well, I'm just gonna go out on
brotherly love.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that DComs really have taken a dive.
Oh
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Disney Channel movies were iconic.
Yeah.
When we were growing up. And when we were a part of them, and they were really relevant to young people.
I know.
they were
They're-
relevant and special and unique. They redid Home Alone as a
goodness.
DCom. I'm so confused.
don't understand.
Adventures with Babysitting. How do you It's like doing Back to the Future as a DCom.
I
You
know.
don't even want to go there.
Why
would you
To
do
me,
it?
it was the original. It was
It's not
the
like Back to the
original
Future. Back to the
ideas.
Future is one of the best movies of all time. But
Ever.
you get my point. It's like I was exaggerating there.
No.
Being theatrical.
Yes,
Dramatic.
But to your point, it was the original Disney Channel movies, the DComs, that were unique. We did Horse Sense, we did Jumping Ship, but you did Going to the Mat.
Yeah.
You did The Other Me.
Yeah.
These were not built on things that things that were already done. These were original ideas and stories.
The Other Me was a book, but yes,
What?
it was a book.
Was
But
it?
that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, why
that's
not
fine.
find a great book, make it into a movie? That's
Right, but
cool.
The
When-
originals are gone, man. I don't know what's going
know,
on. Everything's
I
got to
know.
be a reboot. Or
I even feel like a lot of the
redo or this and
cartoons that they're doing now, like you look at those classic like the Mickey Mouse animation and stuff, and Goofy and Donald Duck and Chip and Dale. Dude, we
going way
Oh.
back. You're going way back.
Tom and
I am.
Jerry!
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
But that's not Disney.
What about
but-
Recess?
But Recess, another fabulous original
Yeah.
animated
Great show.
Disney Channel series. Even like when my oldest daughters now I can say were growing up, dude. We crushed Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb
we
was
crushed.
great.
I mean, dude, these were cool.
Yeah.
They were great, and I don't know. I'm sure. Look, every company goes through its ups and downs, and as long as Disney's been at the top, I mean, I guess it's only natural for it to have trying to self sort of reflection.
It's their identity. They're trying to figure out their
it out.
identity.
Trying to figure it
As
out.
we move into this new
Well,
world.
there you go.
Yeah.
Movement, right? If you don't move, you get left behind. So they're trying to adapt and evolve and stay
but I feel like at the end of
relevant.
the day, quality never gets old.
Absolutely. I just hope that they can get back to where all the politics are out of it.
Right.
That's what my big thing is. Why can't we
Yeah.
get back to
Disney
that's the
especially.
problem. Yeah, that's
Disney
the problem.
especially,
Is
yeah.
that it's just nobody wants to think that way.
No.
And everybody's got to be represented.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody needs to be represented.
Absolutely.
I
But-
want every
but-
child on the planet to be able to turn on a Disney movie
and feel like they see themselves
yes,
and have a home.
that's absolutely
Vitally important.
okay.
But to your
Vital.
point,
But we gotta-
politics.
we gotta get
First of
everything
all,
else out.
Who wants that?
I know.
I don't even know. Nobody wants
Not
that.
when I'm watching a Disney show.
Nah.
That's the one time we get away from all that.
That's right. Again, politics, leave it out of it. You don't get political with this stuff, guys. You're an entertainment company. You're an imagination company.
No, but what it is for the viewer. It
But
doesn't
like you
matter
said-
from what walks of life
you
you
said
are.
representation is
Is
great.
everybody's
Perfect.
represented, which they need to be.
Absolutely.
Then For goodness sake, it doesn't matter what you look like or where you're from.
No,
we
but
all
just-
just want the same thing, and that is to escape all that.
Right.
And Disney used to be one of those places that everyone could go.
That's what made it so special.
Except the
Happiest
fact,
place on earth.
Except the fact that the representation has to be there, and that's
Right.
something
Yeah, it has
that
to
I'm
be-
very
that's
proud
true.
of that Disney
That's
is moving
absolutely
forward
true.
with because
Right.
it's got to happen.
Right.
100%.
100%.
There's got to be something there for everybody.
Absolutely,
The way it is.
that's the whole point. That is
That is
key
the- that
element.
is the point.
Yeah, that's the
That
key
is the
element.
point. That is the point.
For goodness sakes, I hope we can just
please.
get past this.
Right.
And
Well,
let-
because it's all unfortunately what's dominating a lot of the chatter and the talk now is just is the politics of it, and
Well, when-
that's not what you want.
when you're not making
that
deci-
takes you out of the imagination.
When you start making decisions without integrity and without the love and without the purity of what the purpose is,
There you go.
that's
Right.
when it gets very clouded.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, the risk is losing it, the whole
Losing-
brand, the whole
losing-
purity of it,
right.
The,
Yep.
the willingness and the confidence to know that you can go there and receive what you're looking for,
Yeah.
which was so brilliant about Disney because
Yeah.
they delivered.
It was
For so
it
many
was-
years,
it was-
man.
Well,
even
they-
now, I mean, they'll be able to ride the wake of what they've been delivered. What they have delivered in the past for years to come.
Right.
That's why
But-
when I go to Disneyland, even I'm inspired.
still love
feel
it.
great.
I still love it.
I mean, yeah, it's awesome.
It is.
And we
It
had
is.
it's so
Star Wars
memorable.
Land.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's
Now,
great.
Think about back in the day though. We used to spend so much time there as kids. And stuff. We had like
yeah.
the coolest,
So now from a personal
coolest
yeah.
Disney
aspect,
experiences
we
ever.
weren't just
Guys.
lucky enough to be an employee of Disney,
Right,
but we
right.
were also a fan. And through the combination of both those things, we got to experience Disney World in a way that not a lot of kids get
I
to
know,
experience.
I
and we
know.
were so fortunate.
I know.
Blessed to
I
have that
think
experience.
back, even like one of the times that hits me right now is like, remember like New Year's.
Oh, 2000 too.
2000 in
Unreal.
Disney
Millennial.
World.
Into best fireworks to this day I've ever seen.
No,
man.
ever.
Like,
you know what was
it
the
was
best
just
though is that we had
family.
literally
All of our family.
Yeah.
30 family members all at Disney World.
And we were there in Epcot.
Oh.
And in
Florida,
all the
Orlando,
countries.
Disney
We
World.
went to, we
So
got drinks in
cool.
all the countries.
And the fireworks went off in all the country
cool.
colors
Yeah.
in that. I
Yeah.
mean,
It was
that
really magical.
Magical moment.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'll never
Never
forget
forget
that.
it.
Never.
I'll never forget that. No,
all the
that
trips
was,
to Orlando.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh!
God.
Back in the day, we used to do the parades. Remember at the studios they still have down there. They're Hollywood studios now, whatever they're called. But
Yeah.
man, that was awesome.
They
Put
really-
we put our hands in the cement at the fake Grauman's theater.
Yeah,
That
really,
was so
really
cool.
hooked us up too. We were treated so well, and they really went. They
Yeah,
pulled out all the
they did.
stops and it was
Animal
awesome.
Kingdom?
Oh my god, the
Opening of the
man.
We went to the
Animal
opening
Kingdom
Yeah.
with our grandparents.
Yeah,
it was
with
the
our
coolest
coolest thing for me ever because they did a really good job. When
They
you walk
did.
down that main street, you really are. You could be in Kenya,
Right.
the way
The
they
Tree
did
of Life and
and the baobabs that they have there from Madagascar, and they have real like they really did.
they
it.
crushed
It's
yeah,
awesome.
it's so cool, man.
crushed
Oh,
it.
it's amazing. I just remember, even as like a little kid,
With
I
our
remember-
grandparents, I mean, those
Oh,
are the
my gosh,
memories.
I
Like
know.
those are our safe, happy
Places.
spots.
Yeah. I mean, just old school Disneyland, and that
got
train
so many
ride.
Do you remember
pictures
when
and
you? This is a little bit of smoke and mirrors here to bring back the curtains. Do you remember when it was like a really hot day and we were going on a bunch of rides or something? And
know
you
what you're
stopped
saying.
at this.
Oh, God.
I don't even know what it was. It was like a vending machine or something. I remember this.
No, it was-
It was anyway. So you're like, I'm dying of thirst. I just need something. And so he got an orange juice. He's like, yeah, I want that orange juice.
It was like an orange
And
Fanta soda
Phantom
from
something. A machine or
machine.
something. I don't know. And so he gets it. And he starts chugging it. He's chugging it and chugging it.
Chugging
I
it.
remember seeing like
Was it a big styrofoam cup?
Yeah, okay.
This is
And in
back
the
in
sunlight,
90s.
lots
Yeah,
of
in
lots
the
of ice.
sun,
you,
you
could
could
still see
see-
through the styrofoam.
Yeah.
You could still see through
It wasn't like
And
yeah.
it was an orange like Fanta soda. So he gets down to almost just the ice when it starts to go clear.
It had the little baby crushed ice, which is my
Yeah,
favorite.
the
best.
The little
and he's
vending
like
machine
chewing on
ice.
the ice and
and you just
sucking it out.
And
And I'm
as I
like,
looked down,
yeah, I'm like, what is that on the?
in the middle of the ice, it almost looked like a dark spot, and I was like,
Yeah.
so weird.
You go through the ice, you sift through it, and what
And as
comes,
I'm
what you
getting down
find.
is a
Yeah,
massive cockroach.
yeah,
inch-
like
3
I
inches
mean,
long.
this thing is huge.
Still moving.
yeah, so
Yeah,
like
it was alive, which is actually probably better because that
Yeah,
means that
it
like,
is better.
It's healthier. If it
Right.
was
Yeah.
dead, it means it was been soaking in there,
guys,
fermenting
honestly,
in that
please,
bottom of that glass
please.
for a while. At least it probably still was. You
I
know.
got another story, and we
Guys.
still feel bad to this day.
You remember that?
There was a rule. Again, we got to go behind the scenes, which was pretty fortunate. See, all
I saw a goofy smoke.
no, I was just gonna say you ruined it.
sorry.
So they pulled us back there because
Well, that's- wait a minute, all right.
And one of the characters, Goofy, had his head off, and he was smoking.
Oh god,
They fired him.
they did.
Oh, we felt so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, they
we
did.
weren't supposed to be back there, but they have this rule where you can't take off.
Hey
your-
boys,
Yeah, you can't
gosh everybody,
can't take
where's
off your
Max?
hood.
You got to put
You know
your
what? One
cigarette
trip
out.
will forever though to Disney will ever stick in my mind is when we went there with
Damn
John.
you,
John.
Goofy. What?
Went there with John.
Oh.
And John accompanied us. John Travolta accompanied us down to Disney World. We were really close with him, and
He's such a great guy. He
What a
really
trip.
is. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's awesome.
just the van rides,
Oh
it?
man.
the singing,
I
the
know,
laughing.
I know.
Yeah.
Literally, it looked
Some of
like
the
something
hardest-
out of a cartoon.
It did.
Hardest laughter you'll ever
We were in a
hear.
white
Yeah.
van. They'd come pick us up at where were we staying at the
Grand Floridian.
Grand Floridian. They
Another
come pick us up in this
sick
big
hotel.
white,
Back in the
big
day, it
white
was so
van.
sick.
And we're
Yacht
all
Club
singing
in
to the
Lamprey,
point where the van is like hopping.
Yep.
As it's
Yep.
going down. It looked
Yep.
like a Looney
Yep.
Tunes
Yep.
special or something.
And wasn't it
Yeah.
David Michael?
And Steve.
David Michael-
David, are you
and-
out
I don't
there?
know. David, are you out there?
I hope
David
so.
Michael. Okay,
That
They
guy-
have these VIP.
You were very special to us.
They have these VIP
Cherished.
programs. I think
No, he
Steve, he's
became-
in charge.
he
He's
be-
in charge
he
of like
became,
special
like-
events
yeah,
or
he
something.
became-
or
yeah,
something
he-
now.
he surpassed that,
But
and then
he became really close with Meme, and they were exchanging
Our
Christmas
grandmother.
cards.
Grandmother.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I remember, I mean, yeah, he even came back and put on like his old badge to
That's
to
right.
hang out with us one last time
That's
before he
right.
became
Oh,
way
He got a
too
big
big.
promotion.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
This
and
guy
he came
was
back.
was a treasure.
He
man.
is an amazing person.
Yeah, I really have from the
If you're
bottom
out
of-
there,
bottom
dude, we
of our
love
hearts.
you, brother.
Thank you, man.
We love you, brother.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Many
you gave
wonderful
us
family moments we'll never have
Dude,
again.
incredible.
He, like, I
Best
remember,
tour guide.
you know those
ever.
You know those ramps like you when the moving ramps when you're leaving a ride or going on a ride. Well, they're bouncy, and if you like really jump, they start to like really throw you. So we would like jump up. It was great, man.
We had.
He was so
Not
cool.
only that, but he was a vast, just bastion of information about
knew
Disney.
everything.
Disney.
He knew
Yeah.
everything. He'd look at the corner of a building,
Yeah.
and he'd say, "You know, that building actually was. I mean, on everything you needed to know as you would walk through, it was a history lesson of Disney World." And I'll never forget, like, telling us when the castle, when they changed the paint scheme, when that cement was changed.
Did you know
It was just-
there are different I actually just learned this recently after all these years, but they're different princesses. The castles are for different princesses.
Yeah,
I never knew
that.
that.
of course.
I never knew that. I didn't.
Yeah, the one in Disneyland is
one
Cinderella, one Sleeping Beauty.
I think that's accurate.
You know, it is. I think Sleeping
Yeah.
Beauty's in Disneyland.
But they are
I don't
different.
know.
They are-
My girls would know.
They
I'm
are,
an idiot.
they
They're
are
gonna be
not
very,
the
very,
same.
very mad at me. I
They're
didn't
different
know that.
colors. They're like very
oh, yeah.
different. I
Castles
didn't
are
know
different.
that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah. But do you remember in Disneyland? Do you remember outside the Carnation wall was extremely detail oriented, right?
Yep.
Everything had to be symmetrical, which is why, look, part of his perfection plan is why Disney is so brilliant, right? Because it's like a storybook. That's what it is. So every nook and cranny of that place had to be to perfection. And there's these lights that rotate red and white, red and white, red and white
On
around
Main
the ice cream
Street.
stand on Main Street. I think it's the
yeah,
outside
yeah.
the
Yeah, no,
Carnation
yeah,
thing.
this
I
is-
know.
yeah, he saw that, yeah.
So he comes down and he was looking at it,
They're an uneven number, so they did
an
not
uneven number.
on
So
one
he
side.
said,
So they
something's-
didn't rotate. So there was two red in a row. That's
right,
two
because
red
there was an
bulbs.
uneven number. And he said, no, that's not going to work. They're like, well, it's an odd number of lights. We've already made the encasement. We can't change it. He goes, can you split that center light?
No, you said paint the light
So
bulb.
they painted a white light
A white-
bulb red.
half red, half
And if
white.
you look at it, it's
so that visually it looks like it's a continuous.
Yes.
That you're right.
resonates.
That is right there a microcosm of what Disney is. and
that's
what
it.
made Disney.
That's it. That's
coolest.
it. Yeah. But it was amazing.
awesome.
I got almost arrested in Disneyland once by Disney police, reprimanded severely.
What did you do?
I
you
know.
Idiot?
It's just, no, this is harmless.
I remember Dad going, I gotta go bail Andy out of Disney jail.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
God.
I got.
What
yeah,
an
they were
idiot!
like,
What were you doing?
My friends would love this.
I went up in the big tree and I was ziplining.
Yeah, it was.
There isn't a zip line.
I know.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. No, you know those cable cars?
Use my Captain Hook ears, and I just
Oh,
went
my
down.
gosh.
What?
I'm just kidding. I was like, you know those cable cars, but no,
No,
it's
okay.
actually a really lame story.
The
but I
sky
just I
cars
love
that
yeah,
they closed?
exactly. Yeah.
Man, they didn't close them for me, Joe. I've never let them close. Oh God!
Every time I go, and there's just signs. No,
Are they going to bring those back? Wait, did they bring those back in Disney World? The sky. That was my favorite. Remember,
I
like you take the
know.
Matterhorn.
Yeah.
And Matterhorn is in Disneyland, but they
Yeah.
have a Matterhorn in Disney
re-
World too. I
they
think
took it out.
Oh, they take it out.
Yeah.
But remember, like it was so cool.
They're doing a bunch of new stuff. There.
Well, Epcot is getting.
No,
a
but that's
full
Disney. I was in
makeover,
Disneyland too. There's like
Right.
there's a bunch of stuff going on. But
Okay.
So my story. So I'm with my friends, and I'm like a teenager, and probably 15, 16. I couldn't drive, right? 14. So because dad. Anyway, there was one of those parking lots with one of those wooden fence like gates. You know, when the automatic gates, you pull up, you take a ticket, it opens up. Of
course.
Goes down. Well, I wanted to. I don't know why I thought I could show off, and I thought I could jump it. I was like, I could hurdle it. Now, there's two variations of the story. There's my version and then the way my friends tell it. I'll tell mine. I ran towards it with complete confidence that I could hurdle this thing. And as I jump, for some reason, the thing opens, dude.
Oh, God.
And I just smash through it and obliterate it into 1,000 pieces. And like they're all laughing, and I'm like, oh God, I feel bad. And of course, there's 2 bicycle Disney cops that see this, and they're like, this kid's like causing havoc.
rowdy.
Yeah, so they like handcuff me and they sit me down. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm freaking out because by this point I'm doing a couple things for Disney, so I'm like, this could be bad.
Okay.
Anyway, the long story short is let me go. My friend's story version is that the gate didn't open. I just didn't. I don't know which one's true.
You just didn't jump.
Yeah,
When the
I-
cops came over, was like, I'm playing 2 characters in a movie called The Other Me.
Yeah.
I have a clone. I think it was him that did that.
Okay, yeah.
It was the clone of The Other Me that destroyed your gate, sir,
Exactly.
not me.
I mean,
I don't know where he went. This guy's an asshole. He ran off on me.
Exactly.
I've got so many stories there. My best friend Andy Shaw.
Ah,
We would just run amok at like 18 years old in the park.
Disneyland you're talking about. But we have Disney World
No,
stories, too.
that's what
Disney
Disney
World,
World.
yeah.
You remember the boats?
Oh,
Dude.
Those are fun. They still have those
They have
at the
those.
yacht club.
So
right?
much
That is Beach
fun.
Yacht Club and the Grand Floridian. You take them out.
You go to one,
That
yeah,
was
so
much
fun.
fun.
Dude, we would spend hours
Oh
out
my
there in
gosh.
the
Dude,
boat.
it was so fun.
Remember when we had Meme and Pop there? We'd take
Oh,
Pop
yeah.
out.
And
we'd
certain
take
boats are faster than other
they
boats.
are, yeah.
They
So you
are.
got to go up to the guy and slip him a little $5.
Figure
This
out-
one's got the
Yeah.
regulator.
Yeah, the governor's taking off.
the
And then you get in and you're like,
Yeah. This one's got 91 proof in it.
and you're flying by everybody else, and you see everyone's going like,
Yeah.
Hey,
why is my boat?
Hey, what's the big idea? Yeah. Sorry.
So much fun.
We worked for the company for many years.
We just have speedboats, like full on.
Miami Vice boat.
Our
The
wake is
Scarab
throwing
boats.
all the other boats out of the boat.
Scarab boat for
Yeah,
everything.
exactly. Miami Vice.
Right,
We're all
right.
in white suits.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's so funny.
Disney, very, very special place.
It is
in
such
all of our
a
hearts, for sure.
Yeah, you just when you walk through the gates or when you drive into Disney World, there's
Yeah.
just something that comes over you. Like it's just like wow, it really is. It really is really special, and it's special that it's so universal. That like it really is universal language there. It doesn't matter whether you speak the language or not. That's why it works in different countries. But it really is it's an amazing experience. Do you remember when? And you were with me, even though you were young. It was before you. But when we went to Drew Barrymore's birthday party in Disneyland, you were very young.
I do
Yeah.
have.
And they have a stage there. Remember the stage that comes up and goes down?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
now
yeah,
like
yeah.
a lightsaber training
Yeah,
camp or
yeah.
whatever. But back in the day,
Yeah.
they had real rock bands.
You're
that
right.
would play there,
Dude.
Yeah,
They have a lightsaber training camp?
they do.
It's pretty sick.
And you can build your own lightsaber.
I didn't know
wow.
this.
You can build your own
That's
lightsaber.
super cool.
Pretty dope.
All right, go ahead. Rock stage.
And I'll never forget this, and look it up. And again, I was a little kid too, but look it up from the 80s, the Jets. Do you remember the Jets? They were that.
Oh,
that
yeah,
group,
yeah.
Like na 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 na.
Yeah, I remember the Jets.
found out.
Yeah.
I got a crush on you.
Yeah, I
They
know.
had huge hits.
Yeah.
They were playing there.
Yeah,
They were
wow,
playing there.
really?
Yes, but Huey Lewis and the News also played there, bro.
I remember that. Now that's what I
Okay,
remember.
okay.
I remember. I'm just like my mind being blown because I was really young and I.
Dude,
These
you were
guys-
5, bro. You were 5.
Oh, hit the B square.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
My
dun,
God, that
dun.
record
Oh.
4. Huey Lewis, let me tell you something. You
Woo.
want amazing pop rock record? I strongly recommend Huey Lewis, all records, but Huey Lewis 4 with that song, Hip to Be Square.
Oh
my God. How about
That's so that watching that watching that, that's when I started learning electric guitar.
Dude,
I learned
you
that
learned that
lick,
lick.
and then I found Jimi Hendrix and it was over for me.
I
was
know,
like,
dude, I know.
This is the greatest electric guitar is the greatest thing on the planet.
I know. And then Baby Brother here.
And then
took it to the-
so there's a little bit of a story there. So
Right.
I'll never forget this.
Remember
And he
the
was
baby
tinkering-
Fender that
he was
we- that
tinkering.
Mom
Yes,
had
he was
made,
tinkering
Dad
around
had
with a
made for
bunch
you?
of different instruments, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stick with this electric guitar thing.
Right.
So I was like,
You wish you had, though, don't you? I know, dude. Because you can't ever get it back.
so I was like, you know what though? Andy's really interested in stuff. Let me see if I can propagate this inside his,
Yeah.
So I gave him the guitar, and I'd always be like encouraging when he was on it, and then he just took it to a whole nother level.
oh, my gosh.
But thank goodness, because we needed
Yeah.
one. But
we needed one. We
Woo!
needed a guitar player in the family.
that guitar,
That baby blue baby Fender Strat.
oh, it's the coolest thing ever,
that
man.
Mom and Dad had made for you.
I know.
Santa Claus.
think it was
brought
black.
Santa Claus.
Santa
I think it
Claus.
was black.
brought
No,
it
it's
for you.
baby blue and white.
No, it's baby blue and
With
white.
a cream-
was the first one.
with a cream neck.
He had a black one.
I still have it, guys.
The black
Guys,
one-
I
You still have the
it.
black one.
No, I have the baby powder blue, the mini. No, I have it. I pull it out and take pictures. It's baby blue with white.
Are you sure?
There was a black one. They made him
was
a
a black
sequel.
one.
The sequel was the black and white one.
The first one was
the-
baby blue, white cream neck. I still have it.
Dude,
it's underneath my bed right now.
We performed NBC affiliate
Yes,
conventions with that.
That's the one.
yeah.
I did Johnny Be Good?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I got it. Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
That
Oh my
and
gosh.
there's one other song that it was with Hendrix, Huey Lewis, and then
Dire Straits.
MTV. Dire Straits.
Dire Straits. I want my.
I learned that one too. I was like,
I want my MTV.
I remember. I'll never forget it. I was in like little tighty whitey underwears.
Yeah, dude.
No other clothes. I remember being a little kid, and staying there playing that,
Yeah,
and thinking
dude.
I was in front of 60,000
I
people.
know, dude.
It was the coolest thing ever.
I like to play my guitar on MTV.
It's so cool.
That ain't worth it. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and chicks for free. Oh my God.
Man, oh
Dire
man.
Straits, dude, you
Super
crushed that record.
cool. Yeah, I loved it.
Oh my
Loved
God.
it. Like,
1985.
loved it. That was 5.
You loved Dire Straits and you loved Christopher Cross.
I loved Christopher Cross.
Sailing takes me away to where I always wanted to be. Woo! Oh my gosh. Oh, the canvas can do miracles.
Oh.
Just you wait and see. Believe in me.
I love it. I love that kind of like smooth stuff. And then I also like
Yacht Rock Radio, I'm obsessed. Love Yacht Rock Radio. But yeah, so the Jets were playing there. Huey Lewis and the News played there.
I remember that. I'll
mean,
never forget it, man. I'm gonna forget it.
Disneyland had major.
Oh, it was awesome.
bands
You're
that would
right.
play
You're
there.
right. You're right. I remember. I'll never forget. I had a burger. Huey Lewis. I was just going.
Doesn't get any better.
Coolest thing
Back to
ever.
the Future just come out.
Oh,
Like, it just doesn't get any
man.
better. It just doesn't get any
Remember,
better.
we saw Michael Jackson in a wheelchair dressed as an old lady.
Yes, we did.
We were right next to him. We didn't even know. We were in like one of those back. We were talking how they take us back as when we were going into the opening of Captain EO.
And he was there to see it, but he didn't want to go as Michael.
Right.
He went as an old lady.
That was so
That makes
freaking
sense.
cool. And we're in the elevator, and Michael Jackson.
I don't want to go as myself. I want to go as an old lady. Okay, Michael.
But he was a fan, dude. He was a
was.
fan.
He was.
And he was like, I'm a fan of yours. And we were like,
I know. I know.
Who's this creepy old lady?
that was Michael Jackson, man.
Yeah. Captain EO, dude.
That was sick.
What an
You're
experience.
just another part of me.
Oh, so
Oh,
Sending out
oh,
amazing
good.
love.
so
good.
cool, man.
Dude, that white outfit
part
with,
of
with that rainbow that lit up on his dude, that was Remember that? Remember in 3D when the evil woman with those nails went
Dude, man.
I'm surprised. Yeah, it was so
Yo,
good. So
when
good.
Disneyland had
So
Captain
many memories
EO,
from Disney. Thank you,
1987,
Disney.
bro. Thank you, Disney, for that. Wow, Captain EO, bro. That was
I've seen it. I saw it.
yeah. Well, because they had a revival. Captain EO was there for a very long
right,
time,
you're right, you're
and then they brought it back,
Yeah, 'cause I-
like in the
I-
mid '90s.
You're right. You're right.
I went
Well,
to
we
it.
took you because
No,
we were
we-
like,
dude.
Captain EO's back. We're going.
Dude, it was so cool.
so sick.
It was so sick.
Yeah.
Remember the video game? His
The Smooth Criminal video
dude,
game
with the different colored
Oh, when
suits.
you go, and he did
Yes,
this.
yes, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He throws his hat.
Yeah.
Oh my-
the red suit, the white
Yes.
suit. It was so sick.
And you could jump on the
Yes.
car and all the
Yes.
glass would break.
dude.
Yeah, it was so cool.
You go through the levels. It was kind of like a Donkey Kong,
Yeah,
like
oh,
in,
it was
its,
so
in
sick,
its sort
dude.
of makeup. But dude, it was so cool.
Yeah.
It was so cool. Oh my gosh.
There's it's just
We gotta
so
do-
many.
There's so many.
When you guys are talking
Memories
about
and
this, I'm getting
experiences.
flashes.
I
of,
know.
like,
Well, do you know what?
pictures and things I've never
They're-
thought
They're
about.
remaking all these movies. One of the movies that I always thought that I'd like again, instead of trying to remake movies that are like 20 years old, like
Go back a
There are
little.
so many movies you could remake that Disney did that could be so. First of all, making it relevant to today. You know, you
gosh.
talk about how to do that, like Swiss Family Robinson.
Dude,
Like what?
You're
A,
right.
don't even,
what a
dude,
movie! Like
You're right.
What about-
again, it's super
bro,
aged now
what
and
about-
dated,
what
but
about
dude,
Popeye?
Super age.
Bro, Popeye. Is
They
that
tried.
Disney?
They
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Robin
that is
actually did
No.
it. Awesome.
I'm saying
Robin was amazing,
but it's
that
time.
was
That was
1980s.
30, 40 years ago.
That was
right?
40 years ago.
Yeah, I'm saying
1980.
Popeye
You're right.
needs to be redone.
You know
what?
what?
And
Why doesn't-
revamp it.
why
Make it a
didn't-
chick or
now,
something.
Why
Like,
didn't
there's
no,
so many
why
ways to
doesn't
do
The
it.
Rock do that one?
That would be amazing.
Like, I mean, the
yeah.
guy's all juiced up anyway.
Yeah. No. That's
Works
natural.
perfect.
That's
No,
natural.
it's true.
That's
That's
natural.
why. That's why.
That's a lot of hard work and a little bit of tequila.
Yep. In my Zoa.
No,
but
you know
like,
what I mean?
I gotta be
Like-
honest. I do like The Rock, so he's got.
I
so
love
have
The
a soft
Rock.
spot for.
I love The Rock.
I do too, but I'm saying like that is perfect for him.
My goal is to have an Iron Paradise follow me around everywhere. That's
You know what I mean?
wanna
Not do the exactly what Popeye was in. He should be a real Navy sailor.
I don't know. Olive oil.
You know what I mean? Like a real Navy captain
Grounded. There's a lot of ways. All
who
right.
has to like, save the freaking day at the
There's a
end.
lot
You
of-
know what
there's
I
a lot
mean?
of
Like,
stuff.
That'd be so cool. I just feel like give him a
and
personality. It'd be funny.
It's a government created stimulant
Nice.
that actually makes
No,
him go.
Matt. No, Matt.
Oh,
No,
God,
Matt.
here you go.
it's-
Now he's
Like he's like a
No,
like
Matt.
a cyborg.
No, it's an AI. Popeye.
Popeye.
Pop AI.
Popeye. A new one.
Papa
Guy-
AI?
Popeye.
He's a Terminator.
Yeah. This is terrible. You ruined the whole franchise. I ate me spinach. Oh, God. You still have the spinach reference?
Don't
The damn
feed him after
robot.
midnight. What? Popeye?
No.
That's Gremlins, and
You idiot.
Don't get him near water. But he's a sailor.
We're
Terrible.
throwing in the kitchen sink here, guys. What do you think, Iger? Actually, we do have an idea for a movie.
Yeah, but let's
We're
not
gonna
talk about
it
it.
here. No,
I
we can't.
have a couple.
No,
great
but the one, dude.
Disney
The one.
adaptations.
Disney's had a couple of misfires recently
I got
with some
some good
films
ones,
that have
but
not
let's
been.
not talk about it. No,
they've
move
just not
on.
been good.
Move
They've just
on.
been not good.
Move
But-
on.
Yeah, I don't care what they are. They're just not good.
Silence of
But-
my ideas.
Yeah, I will not talk about them on the air, but I'm telling you, they're great.
They're mine.
And we're gonna be talking
For me.
to Bob. I like to call him Robert. I don't even know if he goes by that.
Hey,
but,
hey, Bobby.
wait, you take Bob and make it more complicated? I refer to him as Robert Iger, but nobody does. Isn't that short? Robert's the short. The long
I call
version
him
of
Robert
Bob.
Iger, formerly known as Bobby.
Babby Bo.
does he have a middle name?
Someone Google it.
We just did it. We just
Yeah,
did the same thing. Pod fans break
What is-
hands.
I don't know what that means. I don't
So
like
you don't
this.
jinx
So you
each
don't
other.
jinx
This
yourself.
is your
You
guys'
have all day
thing.
bad luck.
Yeah.
You guys do the pinky stuff. I'll just sit here.
No.
All right, man.
Only
All right,
real
chest
only
hair.
real men knows how to use their pinkies.
Yeah, real men don't sit there with their chest hair hanging out. of their
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Look at this guy.
Anybody got any duct tape?
My God, Tom Jones over here. So unusual to be loved by anyone.
I'll do another button. Obviously making you all uncomfortable.
Yeah, man. I think your nipple came out to say hi to me earlier. Hello. I was a little uncomfortable. Hello. He gave me the stink eye.
Joe.
Speaking of Popeye. Hello. Oh God. Oh God. Ah, God, this nipple wants to say hello. Oh my God. No,
We
but
refer to them as pecs on this show.
pecs.
We don't really have nipples.
Not peckers, just pecs. You guys are a couple
really
of peckers.
spiraled out of
You guys are a
control.
couple of peckers. You know that?
Weren't we talking about Disney?
We were.
What the hell is wrong
Actually,
with
there is a
you?
connection here. There are a lot of peckers on the cover of a lot of Disney art, apparently.
There are?
Have you been seeing
Oh,
this?
yeah, wait a minute. The Little Mermaid, the
There's a
original
gold
one.
pecker. There's a
It's
blue
some-
pecker somewhere else. There's peckers flying around.
Lion, the original Lion King, when like
The
there's
dust.
a bunch of stuff.
There's a pecker in the dust.
I love the
Pecker in the dust.
Yeah, when somebody sits down and
That's a
there's-
great
and the
title
dust
for a
goes up,
movie.
A little pecker.
That's a great
goes-
title for a movie. Pecker in the Dust. Okay, pots, pants,
There you
break
go.
hands.
How cute.
No, but you're right. You're right. On the original, like VHSs.
Oh yeah. There was like it wasn't
some-
just one. It was like
yeah.
throughout.
Yeah.
And there's little hidden messages too.
We gotta keep it interesting.
Somebody whispers sex behind.
No.
I swear, I'm not kidding. Go check it out. They pulled it out now, obviously, but go
Yeah.
research it.
Pulled
It's
it
true.
out, Matt. Come on.
Well, they put it in.
with your double entendres.
They put it
That's
in.
what she said.
They put it in, but then they pulled it out.
You know what's funny? I gotta bring something a little pet peeve I got. All right, your daughters came
Pet
up.
peeve?
Whoa.
Your daughters came up to me the
Whoa.
other day,
Careful now.
and they pulled the.
They're off limits.
No, they didn't. They said something, and then the other one said, "That's what she said." Ha ha ha. And I was like,
I know. They've been doing it.
I was like, you know this
They've been
joke?
doing
And
it.
she was
They've
like,
been doing it.
everybody knows this joke.
Yeah,
And I was
know.
like, really?
We're lame.
I was like, really?
We're all lame
She was
now.
like, yeah. The Office. And I was like, The Office.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They did that 15 years after we started doing that.
I know. We were doing it in the 80s.
But you
All
know
the
that
kids were
we
saying
started doing it 15 years after somebody else started doing it as well.
yeah, you're probably right about that.
Because there's
It's
you know
true.
the
been going
80s
It didn't
created
come
that.
from The Office. Let's
Look,
put it that way.
everything good came from the 80s.
Kids.
Pop Tarts,
Everything.
macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Goldfish? No, they came from the 60s.
The
You know how I know this?
DeLorean?
I looked it up.
Really?
My middle daughter, Libby, was like, Dad, how long have these goldfish been around? Because you know what? They used to be obsessed with goldfish, but then she got sick wasn't feeling well and threw up goldfish.
That
And
was the
now she
last
can't have
time.
goldfish.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm kind of over the goldfish. So I'm like, I get it.
Kind of
She's
like me and
she's like,
tequila.
yeah.
Although 20 years later, now I love tequila.
So maybe goldfish have a chance for Libby.
20-year cycle, th're going to come back.
I hear your taste buds change every 7 years.
They do, yeah. With
That's what I've
people,
been.
too.
That's what I've read, but I don't believe it until I actually experience
Yeah.
it.
Anyway, goldfish, 1962. I looked it up.
What a fact.
Yeah, they were.
Interesting.
That delectable snack was brought into American culture and has not left since.
I wonder when,
Processed
when, when
foods.
was Disney created?
Disney, 1928, I think the mouse. No,
Wasn't it silent film?
I think
Wasn't
it's
it like a
actually it's
silent
more
film?
than that because I think Disney is coming up on its 100th, isn't it? Its
It is.
100th.
It is.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
this year. It's 100.
So 1923.
Wow.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Disney.
Happy
years.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Disney.
It was off.
No, because you went up. You
No, I
went up
didn't.
on that. Oh.
Happy birthday to
finally got a harmony.
Yes.
Hey guys, the Lawrence brothers here to thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of the Brotherly Love Podcast.
That's right. And to watch clips from this pod, go to the Podco YouTube channel at the link in the description.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon now. The link is also in the description.
And we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week.